So, Halle Berry, Morris Chestnut, so nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you as well.
So, the movie The Call, I had the chance to see it. Love this movie. So cool, and it's so interesting because I don't think there's really any movies out there about 911 call centers. Now, was that something that really appealed to you with this film?
It did me.
Yeah.
I'd never seen this world.
Yeah.
And that was fascinating for me to learn about what that was and go to a real center and see it and see how it operated, meet the people, be on that other side. Because we've seen it in movies before where they call 911, but it's always just this voice. And now these voices have, they've come to life in a way that makes them really human. And that is different.
So is that how you prepared for the role, Halle, maybe you more going to call centers and actually talking to these people?
Yeah.
There?
And listening to live calls and taped calls and sitting through part of their training process, which is rigorous.
Yeah.
Most of them don't even make it to 911 operators, so that's how hard it is.
Oh, wow. Okay, and so now you guys are both parents, and this movie has a lot to do with, a little girl. So
Yes.
what was that like, sort of getting to, do this film and have this plot line being parents?
I actually can't wait for my daughter to see it because she's always asking, if her friends can't go to the movies, sometimes she just wants to go by herself.
Yeah.
Dad, can I just go to the movies? And I was like, no, you can't. It's 8 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I can't wait for her to see this movie because, kids sometimes, they just don't understand it. They don't realize the dangers out there, the potential dangers out there.
Yeah.
So this movie puts things into perspective.
Yeah. What about for you?
Yeah, because I think we hear about it on the news that these things happen, but with this movie, you get to actually go on that journey with a girl, with a 911 operator, with the police, with the psycho abductor.
Yeah.
You get to see it all in live action, and I think it puts it, hits it home in a different way.
Yeah, and there are so many moments in this movie that are so emotional, and I feel like you go through so many ups and downs. Was that hard to go into that every day and then sort of step away from it when you were off the set?
I love it.
Do you?
I that's what I love about doing what we get to do.
Yeah.
I love to go in it and then be in it and then take it off like a dress, leave it there, and then go home and be in my real life. It's cathartic, and I feel like, okay, that was a good day's work.
So were there any sort of silly things that you do to sort of break the mood up if it was ever like a really intense day?
Well, Morris was my relationship guru in between shots.
Really?
Yeah. Every time they say cut, okay, so Morris, now finish telling me about now how do I stay married 17 years? I can't get past 3. So what's the secret?
I know.
I mean, he's such a good guy.
I actually love talking to Halle, but there was one time I loved talking to Halle, off camera, but we were mic'd and we were having conversations, and then remember the one day we're at the Hive and a dude comes, man, he said something. Are you trying to talk to Halle? You trying to date her or something like that?
You trying to get on her or something?
Yeah, you trying to get on Halle? I was like, bro, we just sitting over here talking. It was just crazy.
Giving me advice. What are you talking about?
Is
So
he
that
a
was
good
funny.
advice giver? I feel like he would be.
Yeah,
A
he's
good
a
one?
really good
Yeah? Wow.
good
I'm
man.
gonna have to think of something for you.
Okay,
Maybe
all
by
right.
the end of this.
Okay.
But also, too, you look fantastic at the Oscars, Halle.
Oh,
my gosh.
thank you.
You looked amazing.
Thank you.
So, do you like getting dressed up like that for big events, or do you like to sort of prefer dress down and stay sort of in sweats and jeans?
No, I like getting dressed up.
Yeah.
I'm that girl.
Yeah.
That's fun. I love fashion.
Uh-huh.
For those occasions, I mean, I don't always want to be like that, but I love those moments, and now I get to do it through my daughter. My daughter was so excited
Yeah.
to see me put on that shiny dress.
Oh
I
my
mean, she
God.
couldn't stop touching it, and she's like, "Oh, mommy!" And,
Yeah.
to see it through her eyes is also the fun part of it for me now that I have a daughter.
So, what do you do with it now that it's all done with? Do you put it away somewhere? Do you?
Oh yeah, I keep all of them. They're in in a storage in the valley, and I put them in these boxes. I wrap them up, and I put a picture of it on the outside, the designer, the date I wore it, and I
Wow.
have hundreds of them just stacked up.
Yeah, because a lot of them are.
Keep
a lot of
'em.
the dresses you wear are
Iconic,
almost,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
definitely.
Moore's like, I know.
Oh, without a doubt. Because I was like, wow, babe, you need to get that dress.
And of course, you guys were here in Chicago. I mean, are you guys gonna splurge? Do you splurge ever? You guys are both in good shape. Are you gonna splurge? Get our pizza, our hot dogs? Are you gonna have time for that?
He's eating nothing right now.
Well,
He's on a special diet.
I'm on a special diet, but I had to Garrett's popcorn last night. It was
Good.
here at the
Yeah.
hotel, so I had a little
Good.
bit of that, which is really good.
Yep, isn't it amazing? It's
Yeah,
addicting.
yeah.
It's
definitely
like
good.
crack. bad.
It is.
Do you ever splurge at all?
Oh yeah, I
on-
got a bucket, right?
Oh my gosh,
It's brought to me. Oh yeah, I always splurge.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so finally, I want to ask both of you, because again, you both big Hollywood stars. What's the one thing you would offer to people watching a lifestyle tip that you give them? Because you're both in such good shape, so good looking, amazing, beautiful skin, all that. So what's one, like your main number one thing?
My main thing would be this.
It
My
could be
main thing.
relationship piece of advice if you want.
No, I'm gonna give
That's
another
what
piece
you
of
wanna
advice.
know.
I'm gonna give another piece of advice. People sometimes they ask me, what my diet is like.
Yeah.
And I do diet, but in general, it's a way of life. The way that I eat. It's not. I don't eat hamburgers and cheeseburgers and pizzas 9 months out of the year and
Yeah.
then train for 3 months out of the year. I'll splurge and have hamburgers, cookies, and all that. And I have a huge sweet tooth, but in general, my diet is just the way it is. It's the way that I live my life.
That's
So
what I tell my boyfriend.
that's what you tell your boyfriend.
Yes.
And what does he say about it?
He doesn't like to eat healthy, so it's a struggle.
Yeah,
so
it's
he
tough.
makes fun of my food all the time, which is not fun.
Because
But
you're healthy.
I'm very healthy. I try. Yes, but that stuff, if you put that near me, I'm done. So, what about you? Is there anything, number one thing, Halle, that you would say?
Yeah, probably just things in moderation. I eat everything all the time, but it's just in moderation.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna have lamb chops, which is probably my favorite meat, it's
Okay.
just a little bit, I have it all the time, but just in moderation.
Yeah.
Gonna have wine, have a little bit of wine, not get drunk,
Get plastered and then do something
Yeah, no,
stupid.
none of that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
all
yeah.
that kind of stuff that you do shows on your face. How you live kind of shows on your body.
Without doubt.
Absolutely.
What you-
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, everybody needs to go see The Call out in theaters March 15th. Awesome movie.
Thank you.
Very exciting, and I would just say to everybody, be prepared because you're going to jump a lot. There's a lot of those moments
Yes.
there, and also
Yeah.
the girls kind of kick butt in that movie too.
That's great.
So I love it. Cool. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank
Thank you
you.
very much.